اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وبارك وسلم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Today inshallah we are going to discuss Juzz 25 of Quran. We will be going to explain some verses from Surah Al-Shura, Surah Al-Zukhruf, Surah Al-Dukhan and Surah Al-Jathiyah. Ayah number 13 of Surah Al-Shura. Allah is saying, شَرَعَ لَكُم مِّنَ الدِّينِ مَا وَصَّى بِهِ نُوحًا. The Shariat, the message that we already have given to you, is the same message that was given to Nuh alayhi salam. This is the same Sharia that we have revealed to Nuh alayhi salam. This is the same thing. This is the same message. We revealed to Nuh alayhi salam, and the same message we have revealed to you. شَرَعَ لَكُم مِّنَ الدِّينِ مَا وَصَّى. The same deen. The same deen. وَالَّذِي وَحَيْنَا إِلَيْكَ وَمَا وَصَّيْنَا بِهِ إِبْرَاهِيمَ وَمُوسَى وَعِيسَى. And this is the same deen that we already have revealed, that we already have sent upon Ibrahim, Musa and Isa. Allah is saying this is not the new deen. It's not the new way that you are thinking that before that you used to do something else, now we have started to do. No. This is the same deen as we have sent down on Nuh alayhi salam, on Ibrahim, on Musa and Isa. And you are already having belief on Ibrahim, you have belief on Musa, you have belief on Isa. This is the same. There is no different thing. The same deen. Then Allah is saying, An aqimu deen, and establish this deen. وَلَا تَتَفَرَّقُوا فِيهِ. And don't be divided. Don't be divided. So people, they are thinking that those mushrikeen, they used to think that this is not the same deen that Prophet ﷺ, he is saying as it was of Ibrahim. But Allah is saying this is the same deen. These are the same messages. Yes, you have made some changes in the deen of Musa and Isa, in the Sharia of Musa and Isa. You have changed these things. But we said the same thing on them, and we are sending on you as well. And then the second thing Allah is saying, Anaqimu deen, establish the deen, establish. In the same way, Allah is saying, Aqimu salah, establish your prayer. What is the meaning of establishing deen and establishing prayer? The meaning of establishing prayer is, like when we are standing in salah, we are standing with each other, with shoulder to shoulder, with foot to foot. We are standing like this. And we are standing in a way that a brick is placed with another brick. So when we are placing bricks with each other, actually every brick is reinforcing another one. Every brick is giving strength to another brick. In that way we are making a wall. In that way we are making a beautiful and strong wall. One by one bricks are placed. In the same way, when we are establishing our prayers, we are standing with each other. This is the meaning that we are giving strength to each other. And as according to the hadith of Prophet ﷺ, every moment we are believers are like as a wall. So every brick will be going to give strength, reinforcing to another brick. And in salah we are doing the same way. We stand with each other. We are standing in a way that we are like a wall. In the same way, deen also has to be established. The matters and the signs and the orders of worldly affairs should also have to be followed as according to Islam. Like, yes, Islam is giving indication, Islam is giving the way of life for worships. Islam is also giving the way of life when you are at your home, at your work, at your business, in your government, in your economy, in your judiciary system, in your educational system. When you have to deal your foreign affairs, you also have the way how you can deal all these things. So Islam is saying, Allah is saying, you must establish the deen. Because why we are having problem? Because we don't establish the deen. وَلَا تَتَفَرَّقُوا فِي. And don't be divided. Don't be divided. Why people they are divided? The reason Allah is saying here is كَبُرَ عَلَى الْمُشْرِكِينَ مَا تَدْعُوهُمْ إِلَيْهِ. Difficult for those who associate others with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is that to which you invite them. Those who are making shirk, this is difficult for them, that they will not be going to establish deen, because they have shirk here. Allah chooses for himself whom he wills and guides to himself whoever turns back to him. Allah yashtabi ilayhi man yasha wa yahdi ilayhi man yunib. And the next ayah is saying وَمَا تَفَرَّقُوا إِلَّا مِن بَعْدِ وَمَا تَفَرَّقُوا إِلَّا مِن بَعْدِ مَا جَاءَهُمُ الْعِلْمُ بَغْيًا بَيْنَهُمْ. And they didn't become divided until after knowledge had come to them. And what was the reason behind, what was the reason for them to be divided? Allah is saying out of jealousy, animosity between themselves. They used to have these jealousy factor between them. That's why they were divided. And this is the reason. This is the reason why we have Furqan. This is the reason why we have different groups in Islam. Because people, they have jealousy. And Allah is saying, وَمَا تَفَرَّقُوا إِلَّا مِن بَعْدِ مَا جَاءَهُمُ الْعِلْمُ بَغْيًا بَيْنَهُم. Those who were having ilm, those who were having knowledge, but still they were following their desires and their wishes. Why? The reason behind making firqa is the people, they want to follow their desires, they want to follow their wishes. That's why they are making firqa. And it is happening. We can see how we are divided. Like, we have different groups. So if some people, they are from one group, they don't like the people from another group. And they know that we all are the ummah of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but because of difference of opinion, because of difference of the thing, people, they have jealousy with each other. Firqa, ta'assub. So one group, they don't like the people from another group. Even they are coming to masjid, they can't give a smile to each other. They will give a smile to just to those people, those who belong from the same group. They invite each other, those who are from the same group. They will meet with each other. They will eat together, those who are from the same group. Groups. And Allah is saying to not make groups. وَلَا تَتَفَرَّقُوا فِي. Don't be divided. We all are Muslims. And we all are like brothers with each other. And we have to give support to each other. Yes, some people, they may have mistakes. Some people, they have weaknesses. Some people, they are making sense. But we don't have to hate them. We don't have to hate anyone. Any human being. No hate at all. And we don't have to judge anyone. This is Allah's duty, that who is going to judge, who is right and who is wrong. In the same way, when Prophet ﷺ, he was going for different ghazawat, for different expeditions, so he was not leaving hypocrite people behind them. He was also taking them in their army. Although he was aware that who is munafiq and who is not. But he was not pointing out them. He was not throwing them away. This is the sunnah of Prophet ﷺ. When you have problems, then you have to reduce the problems. You have to reduce the fitna within yourself, instead of igniting more fitna. This is the spirit of Islam that nowadays we forgot, unfortunately. Islam is teaching us وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. Hold the rope of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and don't be divided. Don't be divided. This is the hukum of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This ayah number 14 of Surah Ash-Shura is saying that this jealousy is actually making the biggest problem within people. In Quran, Allah has mentioned Al-fitnatu akbaru min al-qatl. Fitna is more bigger than killing someone. Al-fitnatu ashaddu min al-qatl. But here a lot of people, they invest their energy, they invest their money, they invest their resources to make fitna within Muslim community. Some people, they are playing the role to make fitna within brothers, within Muslim community. It is because of jealousy. It is because of ta'assub. It is because of love of our own firqa. It is because of love of our own shaykh. It is because of love of our own matters what we are following. Our desires. Ta'assub fil hizb. May Allah protect us to divide this ummah. May Allah make us together so that we can worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we can establish the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then after, in ayah number 30 of Surah Ash-Shura, Allah is saying, وَمَا أَصَابَكُم مِّن مُّصِيبَةٍ فَبِمَا كَسَبَتْ أَيْدِيكُمْ وَيَعْفُو عَنْ كَثِيرٍ. And Allah, the problems, the adversity that you are facing, it is because of your own hand. You are facing problems because of your own issues. You have created the problems. You were the reason. We are the one who we are already forgiving people. We forgive people so much. وَيَعْفُو عَنْ كَثِيرٍ. But these problems in which you are now, these are because of your own hands. Now let's see what is happening in the world. We have now terrorism in the world. How this terrorism has been started? Now, who is manufacturing the weapons of wars? Who is manufacturing deadly weapons? Who? Humans. And who is killing? Humans. So humans, they are plotting, they are making conspiracies and they kill each other. Allah is saying because of you. And another thing is this, that when you are not following the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then you will be divided and then you will fight with each other. You will fight with each other because you don't follow the orders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you will not follow, you will be divided. Allah will turn your hearts in front of each other. And all these problems are because of us. Now the whole world is facing the problem of corona. Some people, they are saying that this is conspiracy. So who has made the conspiracy? Okay, human being. Some people, they are saying that this was started because of eating those like bats or whatever things which were not allowed to eat. So from where all these things are coming? This is from human being. And now our environmental system is destroying. Who is destroying? We human beings, we are destroying. So all the problems are because we are the reasons. Otherwise Allah is loving us. He has given a lot of blessings. Now if in the whole world, if people they are becoming hungry, because this is not because Allah is making them hungry, this is because they are not following the orders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then what is happening? That some people they are becoming rich and majority of the people they are becoming poor. Some people they have the control of the wealth and they distribute wealth within each other. And that's why they have made the whole environment, they have made the whole society in a way that majority of the people, they are not having enough food to eat twice a day. So who has made this world? It is not because of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it is because of human beings, those who are controlling all these things. Allah has mentioned in this ayah. And then in the last verses of Surah Ash-Shura, Allah is saying, Lillahi mulku samawati wal ard. To Allah belongs the all power of the earth and the skies. Yakhluqu ma yasha. He creates whatever He wills. He creates what He wills. Yahabu liman yasha'u inatha. He gives to whom He wills female. Wa yahabu liman yasha'u dhukur. And He gives to whom He wills males. It is He who is deciding to whom He wants to give son and to whom He wants to give a daughter. He is deciding. You are not deciding. You cannot decide. Allah is deciding. Allah. And أَوْ يُزَوِّجُهُمْ ذُكْرَانًا وَإِنَاثًا. And sometimes He is giving to you sons and daughters together. And sometimes what He is doing, He is not giving any son or any daughter to you. You can't give birth. So Allah is saying, sometimes we are giving both males and females, and he renders home, he was barren. No son, no daughter. So all these things in the hands of Allah. You are going on the doorstep of these people. You are going on the doorstep of others. No. You will not get any benefit from anyone except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is Allah who is giving sons. A lot of people, they have this misconception that if they will go to one person, if they will go to that person who is in the qabr, he will give son and he will give daughter. Or if they will go to that person and that person will give something, he will be having that power to give a daughter or a son. Here the Aqidah, Allah wants us to understand that nobody can do any benefit to you. Nobody can give you a son and a daughter. This is in the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Who is Allah? Lillahi mulku samawati wal ard. In the hands of everything belongs to, whatever in the skies and earth belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He has control of all these things. Nobody can do. No one can do. A lot of people, they do. Sometimes Allah tests them. They go to the doorstep of someone else and they ask from him, and Allah give them the son and daughter because of this their disease. Allah wants to test them, that if they will come back to me or not. So after this, we are going to start inshallah Surah Al-Zukhruf. In Surah Zukhruf, one dua is mentioned here, and this dua is recommended for when we are going for traveling. Then this dua, we are making this dua. So I will be going to explain about this dua. What is the secret behind this dua? In ayah number 13 of Surah Al-Zukhruf, Subhanalladhi sakhkhara lana hadha wa ma kunna lahu muqrinin wa inna ila rabbina lamunqalibun. Allah is saying that exalted is He who has subjected this to you, to us. Most glorious. He has given the power to travel on this specific car, on this specific motorbike, on this specific aeroplane, whatever you are using. Allah has given you the power to use that thing. Allah has given the power. And we could not have subdued it. Actually, nobody can do these things. Nobody can do. We think that when we are eating this loaf of meat or whatever we are eating, this is giving us power. No. This is actually Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who is making this loaf to give me strength and power and energy. This loaf cannot give anything to me. Sometimes we drink water. Actually, this water is for our thirstiness. This will finish. But this water doesn't have the power. Allah is giving this power to the water to remove this thirstiness from our body. In the same way that we are sitting on our different traveling vans, on different traveling cars, we think that these things will take us from one place to another place. No. Allah is saying that we have made your control on all these things. We have given you the control on all these things. Nobody could take you. Nobody. So, inna ila rabbina lamunqalibun, and indeed we to our Lord will surely return. Everything will have to return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the meaning of tawakkul on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That the tawakkul is on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We don't have tawakkul on myself. We don't have tawakkul on ourselves, on this specific train or aeroplane or specific anything what we are using for traveling. Everything is in the control of Allah. After this, in Surah Al-Zukhruf, in ayah number 31, there is the discussion of the matter, came in front of us is that these kuffar and mushrikeen, they used to say to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, وَقَالُوا لَوْلَا نُزِلَ هَذَا الْقُرْآنِ, that why this Quran was not revealed on عَلَى رَجُلٍ مِّنَ الْقَرْيَتَيْنِ عَظِيمٍ, for those people, those who are powerful people in these two cities, in Taif and Makkah. Why this Quran was not revealed on those powerful men, those who had the power? Why this Quran was not revealed on them? They used to think that this Quran will be revealed on people, those who have power, those who has protocols, those who has money and bank balance, those who have big property. They were misleading themselves, and they were thinking that this Quran has to be revealed on someone who has power. Why this Quran was revealed on Muhammad? He is like us, and he is lesser than us. He doesn't have that power that we have. So they were thinking in this way. And in the same way, that when the discussion of Furqan is here, the Furqan he was saying, and he was asking, وَنَادَ فِرْعَوْنُ فِي قَوْمِهِ, he was asking from his qawm, قَالَ يَا قَوْمِ أَلَيْسَ لِي مِلْكُ مِصْرَ وَهَذِهِ الْأَنْهَارُ تَجْرِي مِنْ تَحْتِي أَفَلَا تُبْصِرُونَ. Then don't you see that who has the power of everything on Misr? Who has the power on rivers, and who has the power on everything, whatever you are going to do? Can't you see? I have the power. I am the one. Fir'aun was saying to his people, and he was asking that I am giving you food, I am giving you water, I am giving you everything, whatever you are using. And he was actually asking that why Musa became messenger. What he has. He doesn't have power. He doesn't have that extraordinary skills that to rule the whole nation. I am ruling. I am the one who has the control. Why shouldn't I be your Lord? Why shouldn't I be the one who has chosen for this message? So he was asking from his people, "O my people, does not the kingdom of Egypt belongs to me, and these rivers flowing beneath me? And don't you see? Don't you see? أَفَلَا تُبْصِرُونَ أَمْ أَنَا خَيْرٌ مِنْ هَذَا الَّذِي هُوَ مَهِينٌ وَلَا يَكَادُ يُبِينُ." It's significant and hardly makes himself clear. Then he's asking again, then why have there not been placed upon him bracelets of gold, or come with him the angels in conjunction? فَلَوْلَا أُلْقِيَ عَلَيْهِ أَسْوِرَةٌ مِنْ ذَهَبٍ أَوْ جَاءَ مَعَهُ الْمَلَائِكَةُ الْمُقْتَرِنِينَ. That why he doesn't have the bracelet of gold in his hand, and why he is not having the company of angels. He was saying to people about Musa, that why he doesn't have the bracelet in his hand to show us that he is an angel, he is a messenger. So he was thinking, he was on the wrong side of the story, and he was thinking that he is the Lord, and he was thinking that he has the power. I am most beloved, and I am most deserved to have all these things, rather than to have these things in Musa. So this is the discussion about Musa. Fir'aun, he used to think that I am the Lord, I am the one who has control. It is the misunderstanding. Every time, like everyone who was disobedient of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in front of Ibrahim, Namrud was thinking the same matter, the same way. In front of Musa, this Fir'aun was thinking in the same way. And others, Anbiya alayhi salatu wassalam, their people, those who were disobedient, they were also thinking. And in front of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam, this Abu Jahl was thinking the same thing. These Walid and Utbah, they used to think the same way. That why we are not messengers? Why? Because we have the power. We are the lords here. We are the leaders of this tribe. Why Muhammad he became messenger? And this was not just the misunderstanding with Mushrikeen. This is actually the scenario of all people, those who are against the prophets. Every time there were some people, those who were doing, and even now, you will see a lot of people, those who are behaving. You will see a lot of countries, those who are behaving as like Namrud, as like Fir'aun. They think that they have the power of everything. They are distributing power within people, within humanity. They distribute fruit and they distribute food to everyone. And they want to stop and they want to. Even we see here, even now. Be steadfast. Because this is the time of testing. May Allah protect us from all these hardships and these tests and turbulence. And then Surah Al-Dukhan is starting. And in Surah Al-Dukhan, the passage of Jannah and Jahannam is coming in front of us. I will be going to read the translation, and inshallah these ayat are self-explanatory. Inna shajarat al-zaqqum. Indeed, the tree of Zaqqum will be there, will indeed be. Ta'am al-athim. This will be there, the food of the sinner. Kal-muhl yaghli fil butun. It is like pitch. It will fume in the belly. It will fume in the belly. Kaghli al-hamim. As does boiling water. خذوه فاعتلوه إلى سواء الجحيم. Seize him and drag him into the depths of the hell. It will be said, ثم صبوا فوق رأسه من عذاب الحميم. Then pour over his head the torment of scalding water. ذق إنك أنت العزيز الكريم. Taste it. You were indeed the mighty and noble. إن هذا ما كنتم به تمترون. This is certainly what you had denied. إن المتقين في مقام أمين. Surely those who fear and follow the straight path will be in place of peace and tranquility. And Allah is saying, في جنات وعيون. In the midst of garden and of springs. يلبسون من سندس واستبرق متقابلين. Dressed in barcode and short silks, facing one another. كذلك وزوجناهم بحور عين. Just like that, we shall pair them, the companions, with large black eyes. يدعون فيها بكل فاكهة آمنين. They will call for every kind of fruit with satisfaction. لا يذوقون فيها الموت إلا الموتة الأولى. They will not know any death apart from the death they had died, and will be kept safe from the torment of the hell. فضلا من ربك. This is the blessing from their Lord. ذلك هو الفوز العظيم. This will be the great success. This will be the great success. Allah was explaining about Jahannam, that there they will be going to eat zaqqum. This will be their food. And the water, it will be like this, will be boiling water in their stomach, and this will destroy everything. But on the other hand, these muttaqeen will be in the gardens, and Allah will provide them their life, which will be forever. And in last, Allah is saying, فَإِنَّمَا يَسَّرْنَاهُ بِلِسَانِكَ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَذَكَّرُونَ. In ayah number 58 of Surah Al-Dukhan. Therefore, we have made this Quran easy in your tongue. This Quran is easy for understanding. إِنَّا جَعَلْنَاهُ قُرْآنًا عَرَبِيًّا لَعَلَّكُمْ تَعْقِلُونَ. That we have revealed this Quran in Arabic so that you can understand. This Quran is easy for understanding. And in Quran, so many times it happens, it's saying to us to make tilawa of Quran. And tilawa means to follow Quran, to understand Quran. What Quran is saying to me, to absorb and to follow as according to Quran. This Quran is in Arabic so that you will get understanding. This is easy for you. We have revealed this Quran in Arabic because when Prophet ﷺ, he was there, all of the people, they were Arabs. He didn't send Quran in other languages. He sent this Quran in their own personal language so that they can understand what Allah is saying to them. And even for now, if we will be going to see all the languages, the mother of all languages is Arabic. The mother of all languages. Every language is disappearing some words, but this Arabic language is not disappearing words from the language. It has plenty of words for so many things. Plenty of plenty of small words. For example, camel. When you will be going to see camel in Arabic, for different sizes of camels, they have different names. Moon. For every day moon, for every night moon, there is a different name for every night moon. This language Allah has chosen because this is the main language which can be understandable for everyone. For everyone. That's why Allah is saying that we have revealed on you in Arabic, because this is easy for you. And then after, Surah Jathiyah is starting. And in Surah Jathiyah, one thing is Allah is mentioning about these Fir'aun. That how these people of Fir'aun, they were thinking. Allah is saying, وَلَقَدْ آتَيْنَا بَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ الْكِتَابَ وَالْحُكْمَ وَالنُّبُوَّةَ in ayah number 16. And we did certainly give the children of Israel the scripture and judgment and prophethood. Allah has given them blessings to these Bani Israelis. You know, they were slaves. Allah is saying that we have given them وَرَزَقْنَاهُمْ مِنَ الطَّيِّبَاتِ وَفَضَّلْنَاهُمْ عَلَى الْعَالَمِينَ, and we provided them with good things and preferred them over the world. We preferred them over the world. These people of Bani Israel. So see, they were Bani Israel and they were slaves. Allah took them away from Fir'aun. Then they crossed the sea, and they have seen this miracle in front of their own eye, from their naked eye. They were saved from this sea. They traveled over the sea. It was the first thing. The second thing, they could see that the whole army of Fir'aun was drowned in the sea. That was the second thing that they could see. Then the third, when they came into the desert, they didn't have any home. What Allah provided them, there was a cloud over these hundreds of thousands of people. And these clouds were giving them the shelter, so that they will not have direct sunlight. It was the third miracle that they could see. And they didn't have any food. Then Allah gave the food of manu and salwa, the food of Jannah. Allah provided them. They were able to see each and everything from their own eye. They were feeling, they were facing, they were tasting. All these things were the miracle of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But still they had the problems in their heart. They don't want it to follow. When they saw that some people, they are worshipping the idols, they said to Musa alayhi salam, we also need somebody, we also need these types of idols, so that we can also worship. They had the sickness in their heart. So they don't want it to remove the past from their heart. There are so many people that when they are getting so many benefits, but still they don't want to remove the sickness from their heart. So the sickness of the shirk they were still having in their heart, when in the absence of Musa alayhi salam, when Musa alayhi salam, he went to Kuhitur to meet with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to get the revelation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In his absence, they made one statue, a calf, and they were started to worship them, and some of them. And there were so many other people, they were not stopping them to not do that thing. So these people, Allah has provided everything to them, but still they were disobedient. Allah is saying that وَفَضَّلْنَاهُمْ عَلَى الْعَالَمِينَ, we have given them the superiority over everyone. وَفَضَّلْنَاهُمْ عَلَى الْعَالَمِينَ, for all alameen. But still they had the problem. They don't want it to follow. As soon as they were getting any idea to become disobedient, they would do it. Because shirk was still in their heart. Shirk was still there. And after this, Allah is mentioning about those people, those who are following their desires. Allah is saying, أَفَرَأَيْتَ مَنِ اتَّخَذَ إِلَهَهُ هَوَاهُ. Didn't you see those people, those who are following their desires as their Lord? What does that mean? That how desires can become Lord for someone. How? Because when a person will be going to follow the desire, and when a person will be going to spend the whole time for his own desires, It means that these desires are becoming their Lord. They are doing everything as according to their desires and their goals. Whatever they want to achieve in their life, their desires, their worldly affairs, they are following their desires in a way that they think they do everything for the sake of that particular desire. So Allah is saying that they love their desire in a way that these desires becomes their Lord. Because if you have a Lord, you are going to spend time for the happiness of your Lord. You will be going to invest energy, you will be going to invest some resources for the sake of your Lord. But here, if a person is making his desires his Lord, what does that mean? Sometimes people, they have the desire of making home. So then they are going in so deep of this desire that they forget Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They forget Allah. So when they forget Allah, this home is coming in the heart. So always they are thinking for their homes. I have to make home, I have to make home. From morning to evening, and from evening to night, and from night to next morning. The whole day and night they are thinking for that particular thing. For their jobs. So these, to become popular, because these things are coming in the heart. And these desires are becoming, Allah is saying that these desires can become the Lord for them. If anybody will have Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the heart, nothing can come up in the heart if Allah is in the heart. And when Allah is not in the heart, everything can come up here. May Allah give us pure love, His pure love. And may Allah allow us to follow His deen. May Allah allow us to remove all these things from our heart. This heart should have to be only for the sake of Allah, no one else. أقول قولي هذا استغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين والحمد لله رب العالمين جزاكم الله خيرا.